demonstrating rigidity in space, so you can reference horizontal with it.
Yeah, but in that freaking Netflix thing, they showed a 15-degree-an-hour drift.
Thanks, Bob.
This gets described in a chapter called The Ether in my upcoming book. Bob Nodal, on a hot mic that will be wired about his person uncomfortably and constantly being checked by soundmen. Oh no, my gyro's drifting. With a planar, horizontal, non-inertial turning reference frame being the cause of the alleged deviation at 15 degrees per hour from the fixed in space spinning motion of the gyroscope. If that's true, then Earth, if it's attached to the gyro demonstrating this drift, is turning underneath the gyro's fixed in space motion. Ergo, a flight from Charlotte, North Carolina to Los Angeles does take approximately 5 hours rather than the hour and a half it would take if Earth was rotating underneath it at 15 degrees an hour, as is alleged to be demonstrated by the gyro. You'd notice. So the alleged drift is what we debunk and then have a reply from people who would be in need of 2 reference frames to demonstrate 15 degrees an hour that's not demonstrated on aircraft that actually use the practical applications of gyroscopic motion to remain in level flight, parallel with surface level, at an altitude, measured from surface level, called out by ground control. That's how it's useful. So if it drifts at 15 degrees an hour because Earth's turning underneath the fixed frame of the gyro, then planes would have shortened flight times because the Earth would be turning underneath them, something that we do not experience. In active debate, I was proactively contacted by a YouTuber called Sci-Man Dan. And Sci-Man Dan wanted to show me in no uncertain terms how there is no drift, no 15 degrees an hour. Verbatim, you and your reference frames have been ruined. Thanks, Bob, for showing 2 reference frames with a 15 degrees an hour deviation as Earth turns underneath the gyro at 15 degrees an hour. No, if that was the case, then we'd experience shortened flight times. Response from dickhead anti-flat Earth Muppets. You and your reference frames have been ruined. Here's an example of something not drifting. Earth does not demonstrate Coriolis deflection. We don't have any drift. Hence, you need to defend why you don't have any drift with examples of things not drifting. Gyros don't drift at 15 degrees an hour. If they did, they wouldn't be useful.